We always, and some of the news recently has put us back again on our hind legs, about water shortage, and we're going to have to deal with that again. We planned well. We shouldn't be criticized for lack of water foresight, but we have been.
I think the reality is that important issues never go away. They just present themselves differently.
Yes, we have issues. Water is going to be an issue, but water is something that can be addressed. Arizona's always been up to the task of dealing with that particular issue, and I don't believe it's going to be any different going forward.
I continue to be shocked at the naivety and the lack of interest that most people in this community in Maricopa County seem to have about water.
We're certainly going to have to deal with water in a more thoughtful way. And we've created, in my opinion, a very confusing outlook on water. And we need to get focused on what are the real problems, what can we do to solve them.
It still was very, very important in terms of getting the focus of leadership in the community on a project that was worthwhile developing. And not only getting them focused, but getting them to figure out how are we going to get this approved, because it's so important to the future of Phoenix.
Water and water and water finally resulted in the realignment of the Central Arizona Project and the making of the Groundwater Management Act of 1980, which was the sort of the centerpiece of my time as governor.
Very specifically, we're not what the New York Times and Washington Post and stuff are saying is that we're out of water and we're curtailing development and all that. I mean, all those are patently not true.
I'm sure that at some point water will become an issue. It's starting to become an issue. So I don't know how much longer we can keep growing at the rate we've been growing, but it's really just it's a wonderful place to be.
The fact that we've had the most progressive water programs in the country, all the way from the Water Reclamation Act of the early 1900s to the CAP to the Groundwater Management Act of 1980, those all need to be looked at and more modernized for both conservation and at some point even augmentation.
We need to be the best desert city in the world. We need to use water much more effectively. If we're going to continue to thrive and grow, we can do that.
Leadership like at GPL is more necessary now than it's ever been. I mean, that's the only way you're going to get a problem like water solved is to have the leaders of the overall community come together and really get it addressed.
There's a lot of new technology. There are a lot of people working on the issue. So it's not doom and gloom as it relates to water. It's a matter of working it out.